All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of great milestone and truth well. Salutations to the men of the hopeful and sincere elect. This is Makazar from Trinidad Just want to do a little edification for the elect's sake. And basically, this video is going to be about, the pros and cons of taking the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. All right, because, one thing what the system doing is selling us the mark of the beast, the image of the beast, which is the microchip, under the guise of convenience. All right, making it seem, that you have no other choice but to take this chip. You have no other choice to get around in life than to take this microchip. All right, so I want to go into some articles here and I bring all the scriptures. It says, human microchipping, an unbiased look at the pros and cons. All right. So I'm going on here to realistic short-term benefits. It says identification. Our passports already have microchips. The airports, train stations, and bus stations, transitioning from scanning your passport to scanning your arm would be a minimal infrastructure change. All right. So it is saying that, it's like they're bringing it in slowly but surely. They put a microchip in your passport and then they're going to bring it into your hands. So the convenience would be, you no longer have to, walk around with your passport. Everything would just be at the wave of a hand. All right. It says same goes for driver's license and ID. All the police need is a chip scanner, and you can ditch your wallet completely, assuming you already replace your debit card with NFG. All right. So even your credit card and your driver's license, everything will be on this chip. This chip basically gonna be, to the people in society, to 2/3, it's gonna be like a miracle, because the scripture did say these false prophet working miracles. It's gonna be like a miracle. All right. I want to look up the word miracle in Revelation 16:14. It says to transcend the natural course of life, because I saw a video was showing you that they actually implant the microchip into a man and actually causing him to see. All right. They could use the microchip to actually cure disability, where it would be, like they would put like an Android hand or a leg, a false arm or a leg on your body, and you'll be able to control it just by thinking with the microchip that is in your brain. All right. So they're selling the microchip under the guise of convenience. All right. Making it seem like you have no other choice than to get this chip. All right. Going on, it says memberships. Baja Beach Club was the first club to offer microchipping to VIP clients. Benefits include easy access to membership features, no carrying around a key card. Plus, the ATM components let you track and maintain food and booze tabs. All right. All convenient for workplaces to control who can be there and when. Right. Obsoleting their own FUDs and keys and key cards. Same goes for libraries, gyms, hotels, and restaurant reservations, reward card and management, and anywhere else you identify yourself to be granted access. All right. So like in business places, if it have it have rooms that they say employees only, or then it might have certain employees that might have access to go into a particular room. Guess what? It's just by the flick of a wrist. All right. When you go down and buy something, it's just by the flick of the wrist. Guess what? You're eliminating like long lines. All right. Because they don't have to go and ask any questions. All them questions will be already asked or documented upon implanting the chip. So when you travel, let's say you travel from one country to the next, you don't have to go through no long TSA line where you're going through the scrutiny, how long you're staying, where you're going. They want to do a background check. Guess what? All this will already be on the chip. So for somebody who traveling frequently and always have to be going through this, they will be annoyed at the long time it will take in airports. Now let's say on an average, your time in the airport will be an hour. And by taking this microchip, your time will be reduced to 5 minutes. Guess what? People will run to take this chip. So they will see this as a benefit. All right. So they're selling the chip as benefit. All right. So we're going on. It says no more body mix-ups. It says, unfortunately, about 28,000 babies get mixed up in hospitals every year, ultimately leaving with the wrong parents. It says on the other end of the spectrum, bodies occasionally get mixed up at funeral homes as well, making some very awkward situations. A chip implanted at birth completely negates less capable persons' inability to identify themselves. All right, so they're attacking your children now. They shouldn't. I guess if you implant your children at birth, you wouldn't have any problem with, children mixed up, or even, your child being kidnapped. All right, you could track the whereabouts of your child when your child go to school. You could check the whereabouts to make sure your child at school, and and the journey that they're taking on home. All right, reducing crime. It says infant and elderly safety. It's not uncommon for elders to escape from rest homes. More than 2,000 children are kidnapped in the U.S. each day, amounting to over 800,000 kidnapped children per year. Between 1.6 to 2.8 million youth run away from home each year. Being able to track anyone that gives you permission to do so, of course, at any time means peace of mind for millions of parents and caregivers across the country. All right, so it's saying that the parents could actually have a peace of mind knowing where the children are, that the children can't get very far without them knowing the exact location. All right, and this is the guys that they sell the microchip under convenience. All right, so they're showing you all the good about having this microchip. All right, child abduction. Brazilian millionaires are already chipping their kids to thwart kidnappers, and other nations will follow. It says the first 3 to 4 hours are the most crucial in the event of an abduction, with nearly 74% of abductions resulting in murder happening within that time frame. A study by Future Foundation showed that 75% of British parents would buy a device that keep track of their child's location. And it's like the wristband. But guess what? Anybody could take off the wristband. But this microchip that is implanted into your hand or your forehead, no one could really tell if you have this chip implanted. So the kidnapper might take this child, abduct this child, not knowing that this child being tracked. All right, and the police could actually apprehend this kidnapper and put him in prison and rescue the child. All right. So when an increase in kidnapping start happening, and then the government starts selling the microchip under this guise, if you take this chip and implant it into your child, guess what? You could save their life. Guess what? You're gonna have people running to take this microchip. All right, people are gonna run to take it, especially if you personally know someone whose child was abducted, and you seeking the best interest for your family. You actually gonna, well, not saying that you, but it have people that actually gonna run to take this chip. It says health metadata. A simple scan can tell your doctor what you're allergic to. It says what antibiotics you've been prescribed in the past, what medicines you're on now, and a wealth of other information that can be taken into account when you need medical attention, even if you're unconscious. All right? So guess what? It have old people, they don't like to burden, their children with their health issues. They might be feeling pain. They might be sick as hell and not tell their parents and not tell their children. All right? And sometimes it might actually result in them dying. So now, with the elderly implanted with this, guess what? The children could know the exact, health condition of their parent, and there's another benefit. All right, there's another benefit that they sell. All right, and there's another benefit that people actually buy into the chip, because they're looking for security. They're looking for, protection for their family. They're looking at convenience. All right, it says theft prevention. It says, sure, the using of the RFID chip in your palm to pay for things, borrow books, or open doors isn't much different from using the RFID in a plastic card or your wallet. In your wallet, it says there's at least one notable difference though. You can lose or get your wallet stolen pretty easily. Parts of your body are a lot harder to steal. Exactly. So by you, eliminating all your credit cards and have all your personal information on this chip, your retinal scans, your DNA, all your personal identification on this microchip, you actually reducing reducing fraud, identity theft, somebody sticking you up and stealing your money. All right, guess what? You reducing all of this. You're reducing all of this. Guess what? Your security system at home might be set up to, like if there's a movement in your house, and it would react or sense your RFID chip, and once it not sensing this RFID chip, it could tell that if there's an intruder. All right, all these things people will run to by taking the microchip. All right, all these things they will run to taking the microchip, because why? They're selling it under the guise of security and convenience. All right, it says human microchipping, the benefits and downsides. It says you will never again have to worry about you losing your wallets in emergencies. Medical personnel will have easy access to your health data. You'll be able to automatically control your own device. All right, like start your car without the key. All right, you don't have to worry about somebody, stealing your key and driving your car away. More security. All right. So all these things is what is selling the microchip under. It says microchip implant to buy, sell, and trade. It says, jumping down, boom, boom, boom. Just bear with me a second. All right, it says, Josh Rosenthal explained a Wisconsin company is about to become the first in the U.S. to offer microchip implants to employees. It says, would you expect a protest? No. It says, more excitement to be the first to receive the implants. You're going to have, basically people drawn to taking this chip. It says the program is not mandatory, but as of Monday, it says more than 50 out of 80 employees at the Three Squares headquarters in River Falls, Wisconsin, had volunteered. It takes many years for the biblical literacy to progress to this point. It says the company, which is based in River Falls, Wisconsin, envisions the right-size microchip, allowing employees to easily pay for items, access the building and their computer, all with the scan of their hand. It says CEO Todd Westby said in a company statement, we foresee the use of the RFID technology to drive everything from making purchase in our office break room market, opening doors, use of company machines, logging into our office computers, unlocking phones, sharing business cards, storing medical health information, and use as payment at other RFID terminals. All right. So basically, so continue. I'll just read a little bit more. It says eventually this technology will become standardized, allowing you to use this as your passport, public transit, all purchasing opportunities, etc. All right. So by you taking this chip, all right, it actually allowing you to do a lot of things, and they would actually set the stage for you to take this chip. They would make it harder for you to buy or sell. They will make it, they will set the stage where you would have no other choice but to take this microchip. All right. They will set up the favorite stores that you like to go to, a movie theater. They will actually, reduce the use of cash and start using the microchip. So then, therefore, if you like to go to movies, the only way you would be able to go and watch a movie is by taking this chip. And then evidently, it will reach to the point where you can't do nothing but take this chip to do whatever you have to do, to buy, to sell, to eat. All right. And this is what they're using to sell the chip on. All right. Convenience. This is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 15. It says, the simple believe it every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his doing. So it's going. All right. So the simple believe every word that the system sells, but the prudent man look well to his going. All right. That according to the scriptures, you taking this chip will actually be the death of you. All right. The simple will believe that, hey, it's just a simple chip. It have no harm in it. The simple will believe that it is not the mark of the beast. But according to the scriptures, when they go into Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, the word there chip, the word there mark goes back to correct, which means an insert or a prick, which actually is the microchip. All right, there's Revelation 13, verse 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, and let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right. So now he calls it all, not to be able to buy or sell, because more and more they're gonna implement this cashless society and take away the use of cash. All right. So then the time gonna come. This actually gonna be the scriptures talk about the time of great temptation. All right. This is actually gonna be the time of great temptation, where your faith gonna be tested to see whether or not you actually gonna refuse the chip and stand faithfully for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, or fall weak and take the chip that you could eat. All right. Now we read the benefits of taking the chip. Now this is the bad or the cons in taking the chip is actually the Most High will destroy you. All right. And you don't need any more cons than that. The Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, will destroy you if you take this microchip. All right. It says Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right. So guess what? This wrath and this torment will actually be thermonuclear destruction. So anybody that takes this mark, the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai will destroy you. All right. So we don't need any more cons. You take this chip, you'll be able to eat, you'll be able to drink, you'll be able to do your normal business. But if you take this chip, the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai will destroy you. All right, hands down, he will destroy you. This is Revelation chapter 19, verse 20. All right. It says, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles, right, by taking this chip. All right, think about the economy collapse. All right, the economy collapse, the dollar collapse, and it have no food. But then the government says that, hey, they have food storage. But the only way to get this food is by taking the microchip. That's like a miracle. All right, people are going to run to take chip, especially if they haven't eaten for a few days or for a few weeks. They're going to actually run to take this microchip. All right, which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worship the image. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire burning with brimstone. So he deceived them. He told them that this chip was good. He sold it under convenience. He sold it under security. All right, and they believed him, and they were deceived. And guess what? When the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai comes, they were destroyed. They will be destroyed. All right. So the benefits of taking this chip is that you won't have to worry about theft. You won't have to worry about being hungry. You won't have to worry about identity theft. You won't have to worry about, your child being abducted. All right, all these things. But guess what? By you putting faith in Esau's system, in this chip, you actually not having faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The scripture said the Lord and the angel of the Lord encampeth around them that fear him. All right. So once you have faith in the Lord, you wouldn't worry about your family being abducted or theft or whatnot. The Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, will protect you. But if you have no faith in the Lord, then guess what? You will be worried about these things, and then you will actually run to take this microchip. All right? And then you will actually suffer the consequence of dying when the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshua comes, because you took this chip. You took the mark of the beast, because this microchip is the mark of the beast. And if you take it, the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshua will destroy you. All right? So I hope it was edifying, and I hope you heed to the warning. All right? So with that, I want to give our praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, Ba'ashem HaKakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of great men, so natural well. Salutations to the men of the hopeful and sincere elect. This is Makazah saying, Shalom.